Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a 1 to 400 Christmas unboxing. First of all, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. I hope you have a great time, despite the current situation that we're in, but at least we can enjoy one day of the year where we can celebrate with our families, for those who do celebrate, of course. We have a Christmas unboxing. I got a few models for Christmas. I just want to say first that it's a combined effort. It's my whole family. I'd like to say thanks to every one of them. I really can't appreciate it enough. It'll really be a great asset, these planes, for the channel for the future, and even currently in the next updates, airport updates I'm going to be filming for the new year. They're only a week away from 2021. Fingers crossed we have a better year than this year. But we're going to move on. I'm going to show you all the models and then I'll open them up and review them. This video might take quite a while to go through, and I appreciate that, but we'll get through it. If you want to skip to certain bits, just move the slider along to the bits you want to watch, or what airlines or what aircraft you'd like to see the review of. I appreciate that not every one of them is as interesting as the other ones, but equally still as important in my collection. So we're going to move on to the first aircraft. I will not do this in any sort of order, it's just whatever they come out of the bag in, really. But we'll start off with we've had a Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330-300 by Phoenix Models, registration Golf Dash Victor Lima Uniform Victor. Next we'll have the Air China Airbus A350-900 by Phoenix Models, registration Bravo Dash 6688. We then have Gemini Jets, Delta Airlines Airbus A321, 2020 release by Gemini Jets. This is the one with the dodgy CFM engines compared to the NG one. I had already ordered this before I got the NG one, so it was just kind of unfortunate that I ordered this one first. We have another Gemini Jets model here. We have an R2020 release. We have the Jet2 Boeing 737-800 in the .com livery. They have two liveries. If you don't know, we have the holidays livery and we have the .com livery. I should try and get a holidays one at some point, but this will second my Phoenix one. Next up we have the Phoenix Models TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8 registered Golf Dash Tango Uniform Mike Alpha. These are being recertified in the US and in Brazil, I know that. We're working on a recertification for the UK and Europe in general. That should be coming in January, or that was the estimate that was given. The sixth model here, we have the Phoenix Models WestJet Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, and the new livery registration Golf Charlie-Golf Uniform Delta Hotel. Moving on to two Panda models now. We have I know you won't be able to see the thing. We have the EasyJet Airbus A321neo, registration Golf Dash Uniform Zulu Mike Bravo. This will be good for any kind of European airport that I decide to do. Another model is the Panda Models S7 Airlines Airbus A321. It was advertised to me as a neo, but we have an A321 instead. Don't know really why. I wasn't too bothered either because they serve both the A321s and the A321neos at the airport I'm going to be doing anyway, so it's not a huge deal. If they release an A321neo, then I'll get it if I can, but we'll do with the A321 now. It's still a fantastic model, as you'll see. Another Gemini Jets model. This is an old one. We have Jet2 Boeing 757-200. At the time, this was cheaper than the NG one. When I got this, it was a really, really good deal. So I decided to get this one over the NG one. The NG livery is more up to date because they've got the wee titles along the top of the fuselage, which this one doesn't because it was a 2006 release. Third to last one here, the only NG model. I'm going to have to move these over in a minute. We have the NG models TUI or Thomson Boeing 757-200 in the TUI livery, if you like. This one I'm going to use as a TUI aircraft, of course. It would just make sense just because of the livery. I can't find the one that they've done in the regular TUI livery, so we're going to go with this one. This one is equally as good, so it's the same mould, it's the same livery, it's the TUI titles instead of the Sorry, instead of the Thomson titles, it's the TUI titles. Second to last one now, we have the Eurowings Airbus A350-200, registration Golf Dash Alpha X-Ray Golf Alpha. This is still flying. They fly at Frankfurt and Dusseldorf. They'll be useful for any of the kind of American airports that they fly to. I know they fly to Barbados Airport anyway. That might be a wee hint for you. And finally, arguably the best one and most the most exciting one for you is the British Airways Boeing 747-400 in the OneWorld livery by Phoenix Models. So we're going to do it in the order that they came out in. We're going to start with the Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330-300 by Phoenix Models. I will go in depth with this one. I will open it up and I will go in depth in the models. So if you, I'll just open the box up. This one comes in your standard box. Comes the same way any other model would. Comes in your plastic tray, and we'll take out the model. Here we go. There we go there. We'll review it from the other side actually. We'll put it around there. It's just to get the passenger side of the model in the review. I don't really know how well you can see this just now, but we're going to start off just with a quick review of the aircraft. Standard A330 nose here with the Virgin Atlantic emblem carrying the UK flag. Then we have the doors here with the nose gear door and the big Virgin Atlantic billboard titles. We then have the L2 door and the Rolls-Royce engines fitted to this aircraft. Then moving back, we have the wingtips here along the wings, and we have the emergency exit door with the L4. Horizontal and vertical stabiliser with the red Virgin Atlantic tail, very nice livery, and the Virgin Atlantic titles. So that is model number one finished. We're going to move on to the next one. I'm not going to bother showing you what the box looks like. I'm just going to go straight to the shot of it being zoomed in. But next up, we're going to have the Air China Airbus A350-900 by Phoenix Models. Right, moving on to this Air China Airbus A350-900 by Phoenix Models. We're going to zoom into the nose here. I'm not going to zoom in too far because the camera quality will fade. So we'll start off with the A350, wrong way, A350 nose here. Air China Phoenix Models, my bad, seem to have, they seem to have fixed their mould. It's not as bad as before with the likes of the A350-1000. I can tell you Aviation 18, who had his Phoenix Airbus A350-1000 for British Airways. The nose was quite a bad design. The A350-1000s, it's still borderline, but the A350-900 looks fine to me. Bit like the Aviation 400 one or the JC Wings one in this case. I think they've done the nose quite well. So we have the nose here of the A350 of the blue stripe, which continues throughout the aircraft. It's an Air China feature of the livery. We have the grey underside. We have the L1 door with the Air China titles and the Chinese flag on. We have the L2 door here. Then moving further back over, we have the Rolls-Royce. We have the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines. I presume this is Chinese for Air China or Mandarin. We have Air China on the wingtip. We have the wingtip here. It's just off the side of the screen here. I'll move it back a wee bit. You can see the Air China logo. The emergency exit door, flaps and slats here. We've got the registration of Bravo-6688 with the L4 and the Air China titles. I'll just move the tripod. Air China tail with the Chinese emblem, or the Air China emblem. So overall, a very good model. Again, I'm going to move on. I'm going to do it in the order they came out with. So we're going to move on to the Delta Airlines Airbus A321. Okay, moving on to the Delta Airlines Airbus A321 by Gemini Jets. This is the 2020 release, I believe. The NG also released theirs in 2020. However, I'd already ordered this one by the time NG released theirs, or I'd have probably considered the NG version. I'm not going to zoom in very much further than this, just in case the camera quality goes, but I'll be able to show you the features from here. So starting off, we have the nose cone here, Airbus A321 windows. We have the SkyTeam logo with the L1 door and the nose landing gear. Then we have the Delta titles. They're quite small compared to the rest of the aircraft, and other liveries such as the United and the American livery, who they mainly compete with. We then have L2 with the slightly oversized CFM engines. They look slightly more like Neo engines, but the fact that they've got the Neo engines, the CFM the Elite 1A engines, or the Pratt & Whitney PW2000s, I think they are, if the fact that they are bigger than these, it sort of suggests the scale. It's still sort of realistic, but if they scale down both, then they would be fine. Moving on to the wings here, we have the flaps and the slats with the very generic blue sharklets, it's Airbus, with the Wi-Fi dome here, and the registration with the American flag, registration November 327 Delta November, and the L4 with the horizontal and vertical stabilizers with the Delta widget, I think you call it. I know that's the old livery, I'm not too sure what they call this emblem. But that is overall a very good model. I'm not too sure what they call the emblem on the side of the Delta tail. If anybody would like to tell me in the comments, please do. I've forgotten the name of it. So an overall another very good model. Obviously a lot of people have bought the NG one over this one, but still a very good model to date. We're now going to move on to another Gemini Jets model, which is the Jet2.com Boeing 737-800. Please note that the lighting conditions for this one doesn't really do the model justice in any way, because normally what would happen is it would be slightly lighter than this. It appears slightly lighter than it does on the camera. However, we're going to have to go with it for now. I'll probably just turn that around so you can see the nose a wee bit better. Again, I'm not going to zoom in just now because the camera quality is quite low, so we'll just have to deal with it from here. So starting off, we have the nose cone here with the cockpit windows. We have the line at which the air bridge can't go past, so it's where the air bridge docks and where they aim for. We have the nose, the very large nose gear door, as it seems. With the nose gear, the general nose gear. Then we have L1. Of course, the 737 only has 4 main doors with 2 overwing exits on each side, so it's 4 doors on each. So it's 8 doors on the aircraft. We have the large Jet2.com titles. We have the CFM engines here equipped on this aircraft with Jet2.com and friendly low fares, which is their slogan. Then we have on the wingtip, we have Jet2.com, and it's the same on the other wingtip. We have the flaps and slats here, and 2 overwing exits, friendly low fares on the top of the aircraft with the registration of Golf-Golf Delta Foxtrot Romeo, and the horizontal and vertical stabilizers with the red Jet2.com and red stabilizer on the rear of the aircraft. So overall, another very good model. There is a slight defect with this model, and it's the it is the wing flex. As you might know, with Gemini Jets, they do like to make a lot of wing flex on their models. I'm just going to show you the I'll show you the problem. So I don't know if this image really does it any justice, but you can see that the wings are over the fuselage. You can see they're very much over the fuselage. I'll just spin the model round, and you can see that that really does say it all, really. Apart from the wing flex, this is a very good model, but you can see how bent up the wings are. I'll spin it around to the other side just so you can see. The wings are very, very vertical, almost not vertical, they're not horizontal the way they should be. I will go and get the Phoenix version if you give me a wee second. Okay, so I've got my Phoenix Caribbean 737-800, and you can see how much bent up the wings are on the Gemini Jets one compared to the Phoenix one. I don't have an NG 737 yet. I imagine they also are a lot better than what the Gemini Jets one is. But anyway, we're going to move on. I'll go back to the normal camera view, and we will get the next model, which is the TUI 737 MAX 8 by Phoenix models. Okay, so here we have the TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8 by Phoenix models. As I said earlier on, the MAX 8s are looking for recertification within Europe around January time by the EASA, the European Aviation Safety Association. I could be wrong. European Aviation Safety Association. I'm not too sure. I'll leave it on the bottom of the screen if I'm wrong. But here we have the model. We have the nose here, very pointy. It's more of a pointy nose in the Phoenix one. Arguably a lot more realistic than the Gemini Jets one with the large nose gear door. This one's slightly smaller. We have the cockpit windows. We have the name of the aircraft here is too small to make out, but we have L1 nose gear doors and the nose gear here with the TUI titles, the larger TUI titles. Then we go back to the engine with the TUI.com titles and the two overwing exits. We can see the TUI emblem where the pen's pointing, and at the other side as well. Moving back, we have the registration of Golf Dash Tango Uniform Mike Alpha, along with the that'd be L2, wouldn't it? But it's at the very back of the aircraft. And then we have the horizontal and vertical stabilizers with the blue vertical stabilizer and the TUI emblem on it. So overall, this is another very good model. The wing flex is not as bad as what the Gemini Jets one is. Very good model. The Gemini Jets one, I dare say, would be more realistic if you had it on a stand, or if it was coming into land, or again if it was a full flaps version of the aircraft. However, they don't do that in 1-400. But we're going to move on to the next model once again, to the WestJet Boeing 787-9. Okay, we have the next model here. Here we have the WestJet Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the new WestJet livery. We'll go straight into the review now because I'm conscious that time is pressing on and I don't want to keep you for too long, because I understand listening to my boring voice for a long time can be quite wearing. So we're going to start with this 787 cockpit windows here with the nose cone, and moving back we have the Canadian flag here with, I believe that says, it's the name of the aircraft, I'm not too sure what it says, I'll have a look. Then we have the big billboard WestJet titles. Then we have the Spirit of Canada on the other side. It's in French. I'm not going to even try and pronounce it in French because I know I will fail. Then we have the, I believe these are General Electric engines on the WestJet Dreamliners, because there's no Rolls-Royce emblem here. Usually there would be. We have the wee green design on the edge of the wings, the edge of the engines. Then moving back, we have the emergency exit doors here with the flaps and slats. And then moving back, we have the L4 door with the big WestJet emblem on the tail. The big Canadian, I believe it's the flower of Canada, I'm not too sure. It's on the Canadian flag with the WestJet logo, if you like. I'm not too sure what that's called. I know that's quite naive, but yeah. So again, a lovely model, very good effort by Phoenix. I prefer their 787 molds to the likes of Gemini Jets and NG. I just prefer theirs. I've only got one NG 787, the rest of all my 787s pretty much are Phoenix models 787s. Gemini Jets have suggested that they will be releasing the Virgin Atlantic 787-9, which is the last Virgin Atlantic aircraft I need to finish my complete Virgin Atlantic collection, until of course this A330neo comes. But they should due to come at the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022 I believe. It was pushed back from summer 2021 to 2020, the end of 2021. So thank you very much. It's a very good model. We're going to move on to the Panda models section of the unboxing with the EasyJet Airbus A321neo, once again by Panda Models. Alright, so moving on to the EasyJet Airbus A321neo by Panda Models. I know NG have released this. They've released it with the Neo sticker on the aircraft. Only one of the A321neos has this design, so I thought I'd go for this one. And I might get the NG one as well to accompany this one. However, for now we have this. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be good, it's just that there are more of the A321neos without the Neo sticker than there is with the Neo sticker. Panda Models did make the one with the Neo sticker, however that was sold out when I went to get this one. I was going to do both. But we're going to move on anyway, besides that, with the nose cone and the cockpit windows. Sorry, my mind went blank there. Then we have the L1 door. I'm just going to move that in a wee bit. Then we have the L1 door with the EasyJet titles, the bandana livery as they call it, with the CFM LEAP engines on the Neo, larger engines of course. Then the EasyJet Sharklet on the orange. It's the EasyJet Slope. Well, the name of the airline isn't on the outside but on the inside of the Sharklets. Then we have the emergency exit door with the registration, which is hard to see, but it is Golf Dash Uniform Zulu Mike Bravo with the final door and the EasyJet tail with the orange, very bright orange on the tail, with very nice tail design on their like NG models. So another brilliant model by Panda Models. This is my first and second Panda model. I would definitely get more anyway, it's no question in that. But we're going to move on to the next Panda model and the final Panda model for this unboxing, which is the S7 Airlines Airbus A321. Okay, moving on to the S7 Airlines Airbus A321. I'm going to go straight into it now. We have the cockpit windows again. I'm sure you're fed up of me saying that, but they are there. Then with the Russian flag here, and the L1 and the nose gear with the S7 titles. L2 door. These are IAE engines with the light green, the white, and then the dark green here, or the darker green. Then we have the classic A321 sharklets with S7 on the inside. You might be able to see that. I'll try and focus it. You might be able to see that emblem there, S7 Airlines. And then moving back, we have the emergency exit door with the L4 and the registration, which is Victor Quebec Bravo Delta Bravo. And the large S7 titles on the horizontal, the vertical stabilizer. Nice green little livery there. So that is Panda models done. We have went through 8 models in around half an hour. Now we're going to move on to the next and final Gemini Jets model of the unboxing. We have the Jet2 757-200 released by Gemini Jets in 2006. Okay, moving on to the Jet2.com Boeing 757-200 by Gemini Jets. As I said, NG did release this one in 2019, early 2019. This one was, it was the only reason I chose this one over the NG one, because I saw the NG one first. The only reason I chose this one is because it was cheaper. It was a lot cheaper than the NG one, and I knew that the 757 2006 by Gemini Jets was alright. So I decided to go for it. The mould is fine. It's a brilliant model. The light doesn't really do it justice. It's the colour that it appears is more towards the rear of the aircraft. The front of the aircraft over here, it doesn't really appear in that kind of colour. It is a lot lighter. It's just the light on the aircraft. I have to do with artificial light today, as it's not very bright outside. But we're going to move on anyway. Pressing onwards, we have the first 757. So we have the nose here with the cockpit windows and the L1 door with the nose gear. Then the large Jet2 titles, L2, RB211 engines here with the Jet2.com titles. Moving back, we have the red tips of the wings, no winglets this time. Now, this is where the key difference is. On the NG one, we have like slogans like great package holidays or great flight time sort of thing. Compared to this one, we don't have that, and that's not unrealistic for when this model was released. It is now, but not for when this model was released, because I believe those titles were added. Titles were added when Jet2 Holidays was founded. I'm not too sure, because Jet2.com Jet2 Holidays is like their package holiday division. Still the same airline, still run by the same aircraft. It's just that it's like a package holidays division of the airline. It's like, yeah, moving on anyway, I don't know what I was going to say there. We have the emergency exit door with the registration, which is Golf-Lima Sierra Alpha Alpha. It's the same registration on the NG one, so I probably won't get another 757 for Jet2, because it's the same registration as this one. They're both LSAA or Lima Sierra Alpha Alpha. Then we have the tail here, vertical stabilizer with the Jet2.com titles. And the horizontal stabilizers here, not with the Jet2 titles, of course. So that is the 8th model done. We're 3/4 of the way through, you'll be glad to know. And moving on to the next 757, which is the only NG models model from this unboxing, which is the Thomson or TUI Boeing 757-200 with winglets. Model number 9 here, we have the only NG models here. We have the TUI Thomson Boeing 757-200. Registration Golf-Oscar Bravo Echo. We're going to go straight into it. As I said, I just don't want to keep you for too long on your Christmas or Boxing Day. Here we have the nose cone here with the cockpit windows. It says World of TUI here with the L1 nose gear door, Thomson titles. We have the L2 door here with the RB211s. NG have done a really good job on defining those engines. RB211 engines here. We have the TUI emblem here and on the outside, so both on the outside and the inside of the winglets. Can't keep hitting that there. Moving back, we have the registration. It's not really in focus. Here we have the registration, Golf, sorry for the shaky quality, Golf Dash Oscar, Oscar Bravo Echo here, and then moving finally back to the TUI emblem. It says World of TUI emblem, cross the T's, dot the I's and put you in the middle is their slogan. That is the with the detail on the tail. So again, another lovely model by NG Models. We're going to move on to the two final Phoenix models. I will do the Eurowings A330-200 first. Okay, the 11th model of this review. Starting off here, we have the Eurowings Airbus A330-200 by Phoenix Models. Starting off here, we have the A330 nose, as we've seen with the Virgin Atlantic model earlier in the video. We have the Eurowings emblem here, or the logo, with the L1 door here. We have the nose wheel with the gear door. Big well, not the big Eurowings titles. They're kind of they're reasonable, not too big, not too small. A bit like the old United titles on the old livery or the Continental livery. Yeah, moving on, L2. We have the engines here. We have same as the Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330-200 engines, not the Rolls-Royce ones. Moving back, we have the plain white A330 wingtip with a design on the inside of the winglets. We have the emergency exit doors here. We have the Wi-Fi dome and the registration European flag and the German flag of Delta Dash Alpha X-Ray Golf Alpha. And then moving back, we have the rear door and the Eurowings logo with the Eurowings tail design. So that's the second to last model done. We're moving on to the final one, and arguably the best one, or supposed to be the best one, is the Phoenix Boeing 747-400 in the OneWorld livery of British Airways. Okay, final model of the review and final model of 2020. We have this Phoenix Models British Airways Boeing 747-400 by Phoenix Models. I nearly said NG there. But we now have finished the unboxing. We're just doing the last one, and then that is the video. Please bear with us on this one. So starting off, we have the nose cone with the first class cabin. This is where the first class cabin would be situated. We then have the OneWorld logo with the nose geared doors, Victor Zulu. We have the cockpit windows, OneWorld logo, upper deck. This is where business class would be situated on the BA 747. We then have OneWorld titles with the British Airways Speedbird logo and the titles. We then have the four, or the other two on their side, but the four RB211 engines on the aircraft. Moving back, we'd have business and premium economy. Then moving, I believe it was a three class layout actually. Yeah, I think it was a three class layout. I'll need to check that one. Wi-Fi dome and the economy section of the aircraft, and the wingtip of the 747, generic one, unlike the BA A350. That has the Speedbird or the Chatham Dockyard logo on it. We then have the big, very big vertical stabilizer. I keep mixing them up for some reason. With the Speedbird or the Chatham Dockyard logo and the horizontal stabilizers. Again, a very, very good model by Phoenix. Maybe the blues is a wee bit too high on the aircraft. The registration is Golf Dash Charlie India Victor Zulu. Of course, BA have retired all of their 747-400s from their fleet. They had 31 at the time of the retirement announcement. I believe Victor Zulu is in Newquay awaiting scrappage, along with Victor Foxtrot. Of course, 4 are being preserved. That is Victor Whiskey Lima. Victor Whiskey's in the Chatham Dockyard livery, the regular livery. You have Victor Whiskey getting preserved in the regular Chatham Dockyard. We have Lima Yankee also being preserved in the same place in the Landor livery, the Landor Retro livery. We then have Victor Bravo in the Negus Retro livery. This is being preserved at Cotswolds Airport. And then finally we have Golf Charlie in the BOAC livery. This is the livery that the first BA/BOAC 747 wore in 1971 when it was delivered to British Airways, or BOAC at the time. They now that was actually the last one to be retired, so it was almost like they started in the same way that they finished. This aircraft being preserved in Wales. Okay, that does it for the unboxing. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's my first proper video in a while. So just to recap, we have the Jet2 737-800 by Gemini Jets. You have the Phoenix TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8. You have the NG models Thomson Boeing 757-200. We have the Jet2.com Boeing 757-200 by Gemini Jets. We have the Panda models S7 A321. We have the Gemini Jets Delta A321. We have the Panda models EasyJet Airbus A321neo. We have the Phoenix models Eurowings Airbus A330-200. We have the Virgin Atlantic Boeing Airbus A330-300 by Phoenix models. We have the Phoenix WestJet 787-9. We have the Phoenix Air China Airbus A350, and finally we have the Phoenix British Airways Boeing 747-400 in the OneWorld livery. That is it for the unboxing. I hope you've enjoyed it. I imagine this video will be just over half an hour long by the time I go to edit it. Yeah, so I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I'll have one more video out before 2020 is finished. After that, we'll move on to the new year with 3 new airports. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, share and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. It would really do help me out. Have a very Merry Christmas for those who celebrate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.